What is up, everybody? Nathan Brooks here, aka Fish Daddy now. Might change the name again, I don't know. Reason I did that, I just feel like sometimes Nate B Aquatics, just kind of too long to say. I don't know. I'll probably change it back one day, but I just kind of want to change as of right now. So I just changed the names to all my social medias. Might even think of a different name. Anyway, that's not the point of the video. Today, we are going to be cleaning every single tank. I just use a gravel vac. Got the 20-gallon platy breeder, the 29-gallon that's got the Asian red tail, which that is not a permanent home for him. I'm gonna keep him a little while longer because he's taking care of my feeders that are too big for the tiger fish right now. And then I've just got the small tank that's got some other type of fish in it to grow out and sell. That's the thing. If you see a fish that is not necessarily in the proper setup to what some people might think, a lot of people probably don't realize this. I buy fish, grow fish out, sell them, or, you know, I'll move them up to a bigger tank if I want to keep them permanently. I breed fish, just had my platies. My platies just had babies. So, got some guppies over there. We're not going to mess with that tank. But we're going to do cleaning on all these tanks. Never really done a video like this, so I'm going to clean all these tanks, refill the water. These tanks, the water level has dropped, and they haven't been cleaned for a while because I've been dealing with my wrist issue like crazy lately, so I can't hardly do anything. Finally, it's getting better now, so I'm going to today. And I've just been so busy, and they've been fine. I mean, they're all healthy, so we're going to clean these tanks, and I hope y'all enjoy the video. So we're actually going to start with the 20-gallon platy tank. Got that from High Top. They reached out to me a while back. I got a heater too. I need to put in a tank, but I'm going to take all this stuff out. And I usually leave the filters and stuff on while I'm cleaning tanks, but I'm going to cut them off in the video. So if I decide to talk, y'all can hear me fine. All right, so we're going to start with this tank. Like I said, I just use a gravel vac just because, I mean, it's just easy. I don't really know what everybody else uses. I know a lot of people use a gravel vac, but some people, I guess, have their own ways of doing certain things. This is how I do it. I got this gravel vac just from a PetSmart or Petco or something. It's worked great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean all these and then let them sit. I'll just fill up the water all together with each one. So I actually went and skated today before it started raining like crazy. So I was able to do that again. But decided to come home. I actually skated again at home. But decided I better come home, get a little video made, all that good stuff. Cleaning these tanks. One of the best things I've ever done is, because I skate a lot, one of the best things I've ever done for real is decide to get in this hobby, because you need more things than just one hobby. This light actually blew out the other day, so I actually need to get him a new light. Haven't done that yet. So my Asian red tail is actually the longest fish I've had. I've had him the longest out of all of them. Obviously, this tank is not suitable for them for their whole life, but I'm not going to keep him that long. I bought him to keep for as long as I wanted and then to sell him. So that's still my plan. If anybody wants him, but I am going to keep him for a little bit longer unless somebody has a good enough offer. Probably asking around anywhere from 85 to 100 bucks just because how big he is. But like I said, he's taking care of my feeders that are just too big for the tigerfish. Asian redtails are probably my favorite catfish to keep. I do like sun cats, so it comes down between sun cats and Asian redtails as my favorite to keep. I like the normal redtails, but there's just something about the Asian, just solid black with that blood red tail. They just look amazing to me. So this tank actually isn't as bad as I expected. The water looks a little murky just because it has been a little bit, but the driftwood has always made this tank look like that. I must have not let it soak long enough whenever I first put it in. I fed this guy last night, which is the video I just posted, the short of him absolutely tearing that feeder fish up. If you haven't seen that, check that out. All right, so pretty cool thing about this tank, it's just a small tank, but it's got some plant growth in the filter. I usually take this out so I can clean it better. Yeah, it's got some pretty good plant growth. Some of it's kind of gross, but I need to clean the glass on this too. I've just been so busy. But the fish are okay. It ain't like I've just not done it. They just haven't really also needed it, because I know that means it's a healthy tank whenever there's some plant growth on the filter. And these fish have been doing fantastic, but definitely need to clean some of that up and clean this glass. I need to clean the glass. Probably going to do that too on a lot of these. They're all going to take out of that tank just because it was already low. Don't want to take too much out. Been there, done that. I've lost too many fish when I was first starting to do this because I took out too much water and added too much clean. All right, so we got one of the buckets filled up. We'll do this for each one. Gonna put the dechlorinator back in. Gonna add some trace elements. And if I have it laying around here still, gonna put some of that aquarium kickstart in the tank for the beneficial bacteria to get back in that I just took out. So, but while we're doing that, waiting for this bucket to get ready to put back in the tank, we're going to clean some of this glass. And plus, I want my breeding tanks to be as healthy as possible so I can keep on getting the babies and stuff to be able to see. One of the things I want to do is be able just to have my fish for myself, but to also be able to sell to fish stores and like kind of like have a low-key business here and be able to help out other fish stores and stuff to be able to also get money, but to help them out as well and to get people the fish they want too. I bought one of these that's supposed to help take the algae off the stuff, but I don't really think that these work that good. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But which way does it go? I can't, yeah. Like this. It might, yeah. Probably supposed to do this before. Probably supposed to do that before you clean the tank. I never used it, but let me get the. I'm just going to use one of these. Just probably the easiest way. I'm gonna kick this filter back on as soon as I'm done doing this. Got that one done. Now we're gonna take care of the platy tank. All right, so I'm gonna kick this filter back on just so it can start getting some of these things out. Start cleaning the tank again. All right, so I can go ahead and start working while waiting on the water. While we got the other tank filling, or the bucket filling back up, go ahead and start putting stuff back on. All the stuff in there, just waiting for that filter to start working again. Put this back on. Pretty cool design from High Top. Very glad they reached out to me to be able to test out some of their products. AQQA, I guess you pronounce it, Aqua. They reached out, or I reached out to them, and they let me test out some stuff, which I made a video about that a few weeks ago, so check that out too. Looking forward to hopefully testing out some more stuff for some companies, but we'll see. As of right now, I'm just having fun with it. So what's cool about this tank is I had a plan years ago to put some different types of fish in here. And if you've followed my Instagram long enough, that plan was for some red belly piranhas, but those get big, and you got pretty big, and you got to get pretty good, good size, number of them. And I didn't want to have to let them outgrow this and then have to sell them, because at that time I didn't have nowhere to put them. I used to have them in small tanks, but I just have to either sell them or whatever. But something like that I like to keep. And plus, piranhas are illegal. They're not illegal where I'm from, but you can't just sell them, so I kind of refrain from that. But this tank was given to me from a woman that used to work at the pet store I go to. I really, really appreciate her. She moved away. Hate that, but miss her. Hope she's doing good wherever she's at. But she gave me this tank whenever I was wanting to do that plan, because she was getting rid of it anyway. And I really appreciate that. Can't wait to see what goes in this after the Asian red tail is eventually gone, whether it's what's in the small tank y'all just see me clean or something else. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get all these tanks clean just because it had been a while, and don't want too much ammonia being in the tank and burning the fish and whatnot. Just want it to be a healthy environment for all of them. Probably could go a little higher, but these buckets, I've literally filled them up perfect somehow. So just got one more to do. Probably not going to film that one. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Stay tuned for more videos, more shorts, all that good stuff. Love making videos for y'all. Check out my skate channel, Nathan_Brooks_91. I'll be posting a lot on there too. So check that out. Got some custom graphics coming this week. If you like both types of content, sub to them. Appreciate y'all.